Well, let's talk now about the present. Um, let's talk about aging. Can you talk
Aging.
about how it has affected your work and your life?
Well, I must say, I feel wonderful. And it's very funny when I became 90. Up until that time, people always thought I was younger. And I was very, very pleased and wanted people to think I was younger. But once I hit 80, at 90, I felt it's such an accomplishment that I brag about it. I'm 90 years old. And, I feel like turning 90 has given me just great hope for the future. Instead of worrying about, oh, can I live that long? And am I going to make it to 90? No one ever had in my family. Uh, I'm 90 and I'm going to keep going.
That's wonderful. You describe a routine that you have.
Oh, yes, yes. And this is a very beautiful, important part of my life. I used to get up and as soon as everyone would leave for work, I would go to the studio and create. Um, but now I realize that the most important thing for me to do first is tend to my body and get moving. So in a barn in Vermont, at New Thoughts, Vermont, William Freeman, who is a very special movement person, has sessions of moving with William. And so every morning, I go in the first thing in the morning at 9 o'clock to his session, which is later in Vermont, of course. Um, and William turns on music, and he and his partner, who is a pastor, and his cousin, who's a wonderful woman in Oregon, and whoever else shows up at the time, we move. We move to the music, and William uh, gives us guidance to include every part of our body. And I almost feel like I am creating my art because this is the way I danced on paper, and this is the way I'm dancing every morning. But a lot of the time, we're massaging our body. He's instructed us and shared with us how to go from one part of the body to another, and it's quite beautiful and quite wonderful and feels very good. And it's given me a lot of knowledge about my body and makes me feel more limber and ready to move. So I'm grateful for this opportunity.
That's great. I was going to ask you the question about, when you turned 90, I guess it was last year, you said your outlook on life changed. Can you share a little bit more about that?
I think it did. I
Yeah.
was worried about dying, and now I'm worried about living.